Good morning. It's Lynette from Panacea Ranch. How you doing today? I'm doing pretty good, considering, I don't know how you've been feeling lately, but I've been super exhausted for the past few months, and I keep hearing from spiritual teachers and psychics and stuff like that, mediums, that right now there are solar flares. There's always solar flares, but the intensity is stronger and weaker depending on what's going on, with the sun or the universe. And so I heard that there are solar flares that are spiking right now, and that can affect our moods, our energy, and how we get along with each other. And I think it shows right now, in the news with all kinds of different subjects, that the solar flares are affecting how people are getting along or not getting along. And so we have to realize what's going on, as far as that goes with the energy and stuff, because Greg Braden says in his series Missing Links, he talks about all the different cycles for all different kinds of things, and all planets go through cycles. Some of them go through the same cycles. There's 10-year cycles, 50-year cycles, 100 or 200-year cycles, and 2,000-year cycles, 40,000-year cycles, 500,000-year cycles, whatever have you, different amount of time for these cycles. Some are bigger and longer in between when they emerge or whatever. And right now we're going through a lot of those cycles all at one time, and that doesn't happen very often. It's very rare. And so it's like all of the different problems and cycles, and cycles aren't necessarily problems, it's just the way we view them. But they're all squeezing through the eye of the needle right now, which can make it very intense and very uneasy for a lot of people. Thank goodness that, that I went on a journey of needing to know things and wanting to know things, metaphysics about everything that makes up our world, and even us, who are we? Why are we here? And I believe that why we're here is that we are all part of God, experiencing life individually. And because where do they say that the kingdom of God is? It's within. I think that heaven and hell is all perception, and it's how we feel inside and how we mirror or project our insides out to the world, and then we view them through our eyes and our brain and our emotions, and it all ties together. So you can live in a world that you see what's happening, and there's a lot of turmoil and stuff, but they say that God works in mysterious ways, and a lot of people that have overcome huge difficulties in their life mostly death-threatening, like people that have overcome cancer or some other deadly disease, and they've worked through it, and they got through it, and they're free of their dis-ease. And they say that disease most people would think would be the end all, which it is for a lot of people, but they see it as a true blessing in their life, because it woke them up. It woke them up to who they are and why they are here. And maybe they found their life's purpose, or maybe they just found life. They found out that there's more to life than just waking up, going to work, coming home, feeding the kids, doing the dishes, doing the laundry, mowing the lawn. There's more to life than those things. And I know we all get caught up in it because those things need to be done, and it seems like it's a never-ending list, but you can never get it done, and you can never get it wrong. You might make a mistake, but what was that mistake? Was it a life lesson for you to learn? Was it for you to learn to wake up and be on purpose? What was that happened? Most people, they just think that everything is just default, that we're just swimming through life, and there's that, don't bump into it, and go on your merry way. But maybe we should be more conscientious. Words hard to pronounce sometimes, but maybe we need to be focused on the now, and focused on who we are and what we want to create. Did you make any small goals that I talked about in previous videos for yourself or for humanity? Make some small goals, make some large goals, and look at them every day. Either every day when you wake up, or every night when you go to sleep, or do extra credit, and do both. Because when your brain is paying attention to things, when you consciously decide to look at things, when you decide what to do, when you decide what to think, it's all a learning process, and you're helping to cultivate inside of you the ambition and the spirit to do great things, and sometimes great things, that doesn't mean to save the world, but you are saving the world when you do great things, whether they're big or small. You are saving the world, because that's a butterfly effect, and it goes out and it affects people. I love the movie Pay It Forward, and where one small thing that you can do for someone, and then they pay it forward, and then the person that they pay it forward to pays it forward, and it's just a ripple effect out into the world, and it's a beautiful way to cultivate love, peace, understanding, and tolerance. I always say that I love everyone and I forgive everyone, but also that doesn't mean I'm a doormat, and it doesn't mean that what they did was okay, but I'm not going to punish them probably at all, but I don't believe they should be punished for eternity. No one does bad for eternity. There's good and bad in everyone, and a lot of people can see it, and a lot of people can't. But know that Even though I love everyone and I forgive everyone, that doesn't mean that I condone what they do. It doesn't mean that I think it's okay to do bad. It just means that I think it's okay to forgive someone and lift them up. And you know, when Jesus said about praying for our enemies, I think that's a really important thing. You know, when there's somebody that you don't like, or that you're stewing in your head over what happened with them, what they did to you, or what they did to someone else, or what they did to this planet, or something, you know, and we stew on that, and almost every day we're talking about that person and what they did wrong and what they did bad and everything. And it's like, we need to intend or pray that they see the light, that they see the good in themselves, that they can align with raising the vibration on this planet. And I'm really happy that a lot of people are waking up, just like Nostradamus said they would in that documentary I saw a long time ago. And I saw something yesterday where they were talking about Nostradamus said that there would come a time in this world when humanity will be divided, and one will believe one thing and go the hard way, you know, because they don't believe that it could be any better. They believe it's bad, they believe it's getting worse, and their beliefs are coming true for them. And then there's people that believe that things are getting better, and that humans are awesome, and that love is the answer, and they will be moving the other way. So there's going to be a split. And I think maybe that's happening right now, as you see people dividing themselves over what is happening in the world, whether they think it's a good thing or a bad thing. And I'm not saying that you have to like abandon your beliefs, and if you think that things are going bad, you know, oh, I have to think. You don't have to think that they're going the right way. Just, can you open up your perspective? Can you see things from another point of view? I have changed my mind about things many times. I have flip-flopped on the death penalty. I don't know how many times. I've flip-flopped on war a couple of times, not very many, you know. But you know, to the point, I don't know. I can't explain. So anyway, it's okay. You know, I think we need to maybe read about people's perspective who have a different perspective than yours. You know, what's a good example? Oh, I can't think of one. Darn it. I have thought of them before. You know, where one of the things that I learned in the forum is that if you have someone that you have a beef with, or that you think is a horrible person, they've just done nothing good in your eyes. You've never seen them do anything good, especially to you or someone that you're close to and everything. But when you think of all of the people in their lives, their mother, their father, their aunt, their uncle, their cousins, their sisters, their brothers, their friends, their, you know, throw God in the mix or something. Do you think there is anyone that thinks or sees any good in that person, or ever did? And that really made me stop and think, you know, about yeah, there could be something good in that person, and somebody may have thought it or saw it, and you can even make up things, whatever helps you heal your feelings, heal your perception. It doesn't erase all the bad, but you will see less bad in the world. And you can either think the world is a wonderful, safe place to live, or you can think the world is a horrible, unsafe place to live. It's all up to you. And what you believe and what you feel and what you think is going to show you more of what you feel, what you believe, and what you think. I hope you have a wonderful day. It's time to go work out in the gym. So I'll talk to you later. All right, bye.